You and my present.
What's going on, guys? I'm Petro, welcome to a brand new video, and welcome to Austria, welcome to F1 2014 Career Mode Part 8 here at Austria, and this is our final lap in Q3. At the moment you see we're in 9th, and coming up to the first corner, we hit 8th gear and then shift down into 3rd, take the corner nicely, and this track is amazing to drive, not just because I'm good at it and because it's just the fact that I love the track to drive. It's a nice track to drive and it's a very nice one, and there you can see we're green and up by I think that's 2/10 on our fast lap. But also, if you guys know, I'm a wheel user, and this track, as myself and I would call it, is a wheel track. And now as we shift into 2nd gear, we get a very good exit out of that corner, and now coming down into this tricky sort of left-hander, shift down to 4th gear, get on the power as early as possible, shift up into 5th, and then there I shift down to 4th, then right straight back up to 5th. Sometimes you can just go 5th, sometimes you can just shift down to 4th, then up to 5th. And coming up here, you hit 7th gear, then as you come up here, you brake down to 5th gear, get on the power early, and then coming to the far corner, you shift down to 4th gear, get on the power early, open the DRS, and run up to the line, and we set a 1:09 .587, and with that I decided to bank on that lap and go into the pits, and I decided to just fast forward time 4 seconds, and we are 2nd place on the grid. So we split the two Mercedes. Lewis Hamilton's on pole, there's myself. Nico Rosberg qualifies in 3rd. So we split the two Mercedes guys, which is always a good thing, and that was actually our fastest time that we set of the weekend, and we were just 1/10 off Lewis Hamilton, and that's a very good time, and I'm right in the box seat for a good race tomorrow, and that's really all I need. So now you can see me celebrating, and yeah, you know, we just weren't good enough to beat Lewis Hamilton, but you know, we did that lap with an 86% power unit. So just imagine where we could have qualified and how far ahead we could have qualified if we were just 10th off with an 86% power unit. Imagine if we had a new one, we would probably be on pole. I think I had the chance to get pole, and there now we are smashing Jensen Button in the teammate challenge for the first time this season, and that's always a good thing. And race strategy is an interesting strategy because it's a 3-stop strategy. Usually on this game it's a 2-stop strategy, but it's a 3-stop strategy, and that is pitching on lap 8 for the options, lap 16 for the primes, and then lap 28 for a final set of the options. And here's setup, and this is my own setup that I made all by myself, pretty standardly, but it is a good setup, and I'm so glad that I actually made a good setup for once. But yeah, that's pretty much it, and you can see there, and you can see Lewis Hamilton on pole, myself in 2nd, Nico Rosberg in 3rd, and there's my time, 1:09 .587, and just a 10th off Lewis Hamilton. And now let's go to the grid, because this should be a good race. I'm really looking forward to it, and you know, I put myself in a good position to finish today, because I've qualified in 2nd. So, you know, who knows, maybe we can get the win. We'll have to wait and see. But I believe we have good pace, and around here we really seem to have good pace. Maybe it's because, as I said, it's a wheel track. I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. But next race is Silverstone, and that should be a good one. I'm really looking forward to that race as well. As now we're on the grid, you can see my teammate Johnson Button qualified in 11th, and now as we're revving up, you can see the cars behind us. Now we have 5 red lights, and away we go as we get a fairly decent start. And Nico Rosberg now is on our right, but coming up to the first corner we shift down to 2nd gear and we take the lead, and that is pretty much easy textbook stuff. As we're going on to lap 8, going around this tricky sort of left-hander, Nico Rosberg has moved up into 2nd, and really we weren't challenged at all. Pretty much, you know, there were all of us behind us, but we weren't really challenged. As now this lap we are coming in for our pit stop. We are coming in when it tells us to pit this lap, as Lewis Hamilton actually follows us in. Nico Rosberg now take the lead, and Lewis Hamilton is now follows us into the pits. So it's McLaren versus Mercedes, or Mercedes versus McLaren is probably the best thing to say, because I am driving a McLaren Mercedes. And what's pit stop? So it's a 3.825 second stop, and we beat Lewis Hamilton out of the pits. And we go on to another set of the options, put it up into rich, because we need to just try our best to actually see if we can maintain the lead. And now as we go on to the end, and now as we go on to the beginning of lap 10, you can see I had a corner, can't remember the final corner, but that's alright. And now we are up in second, and if you look on the right, you can see Nico Rosberg coming out there, and there he is. And right now, and he is pitted onto the prime tyres, and we have the pace on him, but we let him get past, we've backed off, so that we can get the DRS. And now we go up the inside here, and I mean down to second gear, and we get the pass done, pretty much textbook stuff, as we get the DRS. And now as we go on to lap 16, again we weren't really challenged, so now we come into the pits for our second stop, and this is going to be for the prime tyres. And again Lewis Hamilton follows us in, this time as the Sebastian Vettel. So Sebastian Vettel and Lewis Hamilton follow us in, and now we need to try and beat the Mercedes and Red Bull. So it's Mercedes versus Red Bull versus McLaren, and there's the prime tyres, and we get held because for Mercedes and Red Bull. So that's 5.714 second stop, I think, as we go up into the rich mix again. And we are trying to, and we want to get past Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel to try and maintain the lead as we tap the barrier there. And this was sort of in the middle stint. This stint was the third stint was sort of strange, as now on lap 18 you can see Vettel has made Hamilton slow, and we now are coming up to the DRS detection zone. And here we are, we cross the line now in DRS detection, so we'll have DRS on Lewis Hamilton as we go up the inside there. Textbook move once again into that corner, and here's the replay. You can see pretty easy stuff, pretty nice stuff. Textbook move into that corner, nice move. As now we are on lap 28, and this is a strange sort of stint, as we it's just strange. We lost time to Nico Rosberg, as now it's coming to the pits. We have Kimi Raikkonen follow us, and now I can tell you that it would have been better if we went onto the options for the third stint and went onto the primes for this stint, as that's 3.828 second stop. And we're in fifth right now, as we have dropped back behind to Lewis Hamilton and Sebastian Vettel. They've already made their stop for the final stint, and they're going to the end on the prime tyres. And I tell you, it would have been better if we went onto the prime tyres last stint and went onto the options for last stint and onto primes for this stint, as we let Valtteri get ahead so we can get the DRS in the detection zone. And coming up here, we brake down to second gear. Textbook moves, textbook stuff once again. Daniel Ricciardo nearly gets past us as we get the DRS to pull away. And here's the replay again. You can see pretty much nice textbook stuff, getting up the inside. And now as we go on to the final lap, coming around the final two corners into the final turn, we started qualified second, but we finish in fourth place. Not too bad, I guess, as it's still a good haul of points, 12 points. Our teammate Gentleman finishes in 8th, so but not a bad day with us finishing in 4th. I'll take that. We still get 12 valuable points in the championship. And there you go, Nico Rosberg won the race from Sebastian Vettel in second. So Sebastian Vettel doing a fantastic job splitting the two Mercedes guys, and Lewis Hamilton, the other Mercedes, finishing in third. So the pole sitter and so front row people finishing in third and fourth. We dropped back 2 places, that's not that bad, but Nico Rosberg won the race from Sebastian Vettel. Lewis Hamilton rounds out the podium positions. We finished in fourth, Valtteri Bottas in fifth, Daniel Ricciardo and Red Bull in sixth. 7th is Kimi Raikkonen, the first Ferrari. 8th is Jenson Button, in my teammate, and we were outshining him as Valtteri Bottas was outshining Felipe Massa, who finished in 9th. And rounding out the points position is Nico Hulkenberg, and Fernando Alonso actually DNF'd, so that's interesting. as we actually set a fast lap with Sebastian Vettel, which is also interesting. We get 12 points. That's valuable points for the championship, as our teammate only gets 4 points. But yeah, I'll take that, as now we're going to the Drivers' Championship. And Nico Rosberg is now taking the lead. He leads 8 points ahead of Lewis Hamilton. And it is Sebastian Vettel in third, 39 points behind Nico Rosberg. Then it's myself in fourth. We are 40 points behind Sebastian Vettel. In fifth is Daniel Ricciardo. Sixth is Fernando Alonso for Ferrari. Seventh is amazing Sergio Perez. I think I would have thought Nico Rosberg would be ahead. Eighth is Kimi Raikkonen. Ninth is my teammate Jenson Button. And running up the top 10 is Nico Hulkenberg. So you know, the Mercedes guys obviously dominating. As now we go on to the constructors at some stage, but you know, the two Williams are sitting in 11th and 12th, so they may be a force to be reckoned with at some stage out. And now as we go on to the constructors championship, Mercedes lead the way, 115 points ahead of Red Bull. McLaren, we're in third, ahead of Ferrari. We lead Ferrari by, we have quite a good buffer over Ferrari now, as Mercedes have a massive buffer to Red Bull, and we may be able, and interesting fact, we may be able to get Sebastian Vettel at the moment, if it stands as it stands, with the double points at the final race. We might be able to get him before then, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But third is our main goal. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, then please give it a big thumbs up, leave a comment, and subscribe to my channel if you are new for F1 content. You can find me on Twitter at F1HeadPetrol. There's a link to that down in the description. But for now, I'll see you in Silverstone. Goodbye.
Other people say